Ah, Dr. Ben. Always makes me happy every time I see Ben's face. Uh, don't fucking look at me. Yeah, you're a punk bitch. That's what I said. I love the fact that through the, I remember back in the primary, there was this notion that Ben Carson never tried to stab anybody. Like, Ben Carson is like exaggerating what a badass he was to make his conversion look that much more dramatic. But in the past couple of weeks, Ben Carson's been like, you're like, wait a second, Ben Carson, wait, you're kind of a dick.
It's the mustache.
And my mustache is just, I'm not messing around anymore. We're going off a cliff. Here is Ben Carson explaining why Donald Trump cannot release his taxes in the course of a bunch of other sort of bizarre defenses of Donald Trump, which, of course, only the great Ben Carson can provide.
Donald Trump has long boasted that he's given tremendously to charity for decades. A Washington Post investigation this weekend reported, quote, Trump had sought credit for charity he had not given or had claimed other people's giving as his own. There are 8 days until the election. Wouldn't a simple way for Mr. Trump to quiet his critics be to release his tax returns so the public can find out how much he does actually give to charity?
I suspect if he were to release them, there would be so much flutter about it that we certainly wouldn't be talking about the critical issues. We need to be talking about the economy and jobs and immigration and our stature in the world and the military and our children, education, our prison system, not to mention healthcare, my goodness. I mean, these are big issues for people right now.
Ben Carson is such an asshole. I mean, if we revealed that Donald Trump is a compulsive, habitual liar who has distorted all of his record in every possible way by his charitable donations, then he wouldn't have the same amount of time to go in front of a crowd and say he's going to give them big league jobs back, or that he loves children and that he cherishes them because they're tremendous, or that Obamacare is a big league disaster. Do you see what I'm saying, Jake? We wouldn't have time to talk about important issues. Saying the words does not magically mean that those issues are being addressed, Ben. I do know that I might as well go for broke with everything I say and all impressions about Ben Carson, because I'm sure I'm already on some type of weird Ben Carson hit list. When the Ben Carson supervillain origin story comes in, he's just like, and this is the day. Everyone from Joe Scarborough to Michael Brooks has to die.
Seems like he's back on his super cool regimen of whatever medication he's on.
Can we cut our mic off? There's a big flurry now.
Like he like lowered the dosage of whatever it is, and now it's just like free for all, man.
In the middle of the campaign's not a good time to lower the dosage. I think what his argument there is,
there might be a gender thing to it too.
He
freaked out on a woman.
That's true. He should. That's an argument for maybe not releasing the tax returns in the final days of the campaign. That's not an argument for never releasing them in the.
Hey, can someone shut his mic off?
It's like we spent the entire time talking about the economy and taxes. Like, like how about you just release the taxes like months ago, like everyone else did, and we wouldn't have such a flutter.
If we look at the flutter of people's lives about taxes, then we can't tell fantasy stories about how the economy works. It's totally unfair.
Hey, it's Sam Seder. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here. Subscribe.